Okay, this monstrosity is my attempt to do a torque test. What we're doing is we've bolted it to the wall as best I can with the clamps I have, trying to put the bolt, the ready rod, right beside the tube so that the C-channel flexes as little as possible. It's 15 3/8 from the tube, from the bottom of the tube to the bottom, or to the top of the deck, 15 1/2, 15 3/8. So what I've done is I've clamped a support, screwed it into the end of the shed, pipe clamped it here, it's 15 3/8, and then pipe clamped it here to a couple of stakes pounded into the ground, because I don't really have a good way of tying this down. I'm going to be lifting over here, lifting to create torque on that joint. Unfortunately, I will be doing this joint as well. But my original plan, before I found out that the clamps weren't very strong, was that I was going to go like this and clamp these two tubes together and then lift like this. But the tubes may have crushed. I wasn't sure if that would happen, but I know for sure now that the clamps aren't strong enough for that. So this is an alternate. It's the only thing that I could come up with on short notice. So this tube is set up, and I'm going to do some measurements here. I really don't have a way of measuring the deflection, except for the distance that this goes above the deck here. So it's starting out at 16 1/2. It's preloaded with about 5 pounds. Okay, here we are. We're going to start testing. So from the top of the tube to the deck is 16 3/8 to begin with. We are preloaded with 5 pounds. We're going up to 10. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 pumps takes us to 16 3/4. 2, 3, 4. I'd say that was 16 pumps. Takes us to 17 1/8. Make sure that this is holding. Yep, 15 3/8. 16 pumps. We're at 20 pound pressure. 20 pounds weight, 17 1/2 inches. $15 pumps that time for 25 pounds. We're up at just a hair under 18 inches. I'd say that was 14. We're at 18 3/8. Check this corner again. This corner is 15 3/8, so that's holding well. We're at 30 pounds, we're going to 35. 15 pumps. We're at 18 3/4. Okay, obviously I did something wrong there. I'm only at 37. Check again. We're at 15 3/8. We are at about 19 1/4, 19 3/16 perhaps. So I'm going to go up to 40. Which took 7 pumps. We're now at 19 3/8. We are at 15 1/2. So this is going up a little bit. Let's just check how much this has changed. This is up to 15 3/4, so it has actually lifted. Let's check over in this corner. We're still at 15 3/8 there. So the pressure here is holding. This joint is holding okay. This joint is holding okay. This one has lifted from 15 and a half, 15 3/8 to begin with, to 15 3/4. Okay, we are a little below 40. I'm going to pump back up to 40. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd say that was 17. We're up to 20 inches on deflection there. We are pretty close to 16 here, so it's a little higher than it was. 15 7/8 perhaps. And this one is actually losing a little bit of strength here. We're at 15 5/8. So this, we are pulling the stakes out of the ground. Nothing to do about it. Okay, we are at 45 pounds. Going for 50. Now that was 15. Takes us to 20 7/16. We are at 15 5/8 here. We are at 15 quarters there. So that one's going down while this one's going up. Apparently my clamps are not holding. We're at 16 inches here. So it seems to be taking the torque. We're at 50, we're going to 55. $14 takes us to 20 7/8. Again, we are 15 3/4 here. We are 15 1/8 there. And we are 16 1/8 there. So the deflection that we're doing here is actually causing deflection of the rest of the joint, and the rest of the tubes. 55 going for 60. $15 my count. We're at 60 pounds. We've got 21 1/4 inches. We've got 15 3/4. We've got 15 1/8. And we've got 16 1/4. I think that's the end of my hydraulic travel, so I'm going to let her down and put another spacer in. We're going to start at 60 pounds. And okay, here we go again. I'm not quite vertical because of the distances involved and the angles that we're at, but I'm using what I can find. We are starting out at 21 inches. This one, we 15 3/4. This one was at 15. And this one is at 16 1/4. So we're starting out at 55 pounds and we're going up. So 15 pumps, we're back at 60. One and a half. 15 3/4. 15 1/8. And 16 1/2. So I'm going to 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 23. I would say that we're starting to go out of vertical here. We're at 22 and a quarter. This is 15 and 3/4. This is 15 and an eighth. Tough to tell. I would say we're actually twisting the tube, not the weld. This is 16 and a half. We're going to drop the hydraulics and straighten her up a bit. Okay, we're straightened back up here. We're going to resume. We're at 65 pounds. 22 and an eighth. This one is 16 and a half. I think this one is holding at 15 and 3/4. And this one is at 15. So we're going to go for 70 pounds. I'd say that was 14. I can hear a noise that sounds like wood screws pulling through. We're at 22 and a half. 16 and 3/8. And that would be the, we'll get a close-up of that. That would be, moving over, the 2x6 holding the clamp was screwed only on the bottom and not on the top, so the 2x6 split in half. We were at 65 pounds. This distance from the contact point of the wood to the beginning of the weld is 55 inches, so at least 4.5 times the weight that we've got. 65 times 4.5, 170, 340, 370, 380, something like that, 375. So a fair bit of torque, and it took it. There was some distortion, and we'll calculate how much that was. But it gives me some, it gives me a benchmark to try and compare to. And I should stop talking because my camera